What up, YouTube? Death Note again, back with another Pro Bob video. We are spawning in here on Gen. Once again, Ark loves me. Or actually, no, it didn't blue screen me this time. I just relogged before it blue screened me. So the only thing you're missing here is me spawning into Gen Bog Biodome, turning around and jumping up onto a rock so I could relog, just so I don't get blue screened in an awkward moment. So I was down there at the ground. I just literally jumped up here and relogged. So that's all you missed. So I'm here. I still got my spider waiting on my cryosic timer so I can throw out my next tame. Just waiting here, so I'm all ready to go once I get to Lunar, because Lunar can be a little bit deadly once you get there. Alright, so we fast forwarded through the boring part there. Didn't want to waste 8 minutes of your time or whatever that was, just sitting there waiting for cryosic timer and me logging in. Oh, just on a random server here. We got our spider out already. Now we throw our light pet out. Boom. We're safe on our little rock here, so nothing's gonna munch us. We turn the light pet so it auto-activates when it's at full charge, so we don't got to keep turning it on and off ourselves. It'll just do its thing automatically. Bam, it pops on once it's full charged. And we have it down at the bottom set so it detects enemy players. That way it pops up a little red symbol on my bottom right hand screen if an enemy gets too close to me. Lets me know if people are trying to be sneaky. Passively, best thing to put your light pet on. If it gets in a fight, it's gonna die. So you don't really want that thing fighting anything. So we got our light pet now, ready to go, all thrown out. That way now we're just waiting on the countdown for our Giga. And we don't have to wait once we get over on the more deadly Lunar Biodome. So now we just have that cooldown going, and while we get to where we need to go on Lunar, yeah, we already got our spider out, we got our light pet out. Now we're just waiting on the cooldown for the Giga, which will cool down as we make our trip over to the mission we're actually going to do for these free tech boots. So, right here, I teleport into Lunar North is where I was going, and, yeah, just have good armor on at this point, have a shotgun ready to go, have your spider whistled to follow you in neutral so it'll kind of protect you as you render in. It's kind of horrible, like right about this point you can start getting attacked by wild dinos and all kinds of other nonsense. So, and you can't do nothing because you're just kind of rendering in here. So yeah, definitely want some good armor and your spider trying to protect you at least. So we'll wait on Genesis to actually let me move and play. Are we getting attacked? Oh, of course, we're getting attacked by, what do we got here? Just the one defensive drone? That's okay. Oh, nope, something else is attacking me. Yeah, Lunar's not the most friendly place. And plus, it's real cold and real hot, and we got these Seekers all trying to eat my light pet. So, like I said, keep your stuff on neutral and following you so it doesn't run away, and yeah, it tries to protect you. And you want some good armor when you spawn in here so you can just tank it while you load in. Otherwise, you will die, and die quickly. So, we're finally on our spider. We got all these Seekers following us, and these things are a pain to kill, so we're not even going to worry about that. We're just going to kind of float up here. And Lunar, so no gravity, so spiders are great here. You can just keep hitting X like I'm doing and slowly just kind of float around and go wherever you need to go. And so, we got our fur, we got our ghillie there. The Don't Fear the Reaper King mission is the one we're going to for the free tech boots today, so you just click on that, you click track it in the top right there like I did, and now it shows me that's where the mission is, so that's where I need to go. But, oh, of course, we got a meteor shower. Those things will one-hit kill you, so we're going to wait for that meteor shower to be over with. And so, since I got the Seekers just chasing me everywhere, as you saw the meteor just hit that other meteor and it exploded, those things are deadly. So we're just going to kind of chill and wait for that to be over. And just keep popping around so these Seekers keep chasing us around but not actually doing any damage. And so just casually bouncing along the moon. I would fast forward this right here, but something's coming up I wanted to show you about Lunar that you can really quickly run into some things. So we're just going to watch the meteor shower while I bounce for a second, and let's see if you guys catch it. And this is voiceover afterwards, obviously, so not sure when we're actually going to see it. Just casually bouncing around, avoiding these seekers. Da 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 da. All chill, nothing to worry about. Don't mind me, I'm just a floating spider watching the nice meteor shower. I really wish for this part too I was better at this and I could put that old Metal Gear Solid alert noise right here when the action starts. Just what? You'd have to keep a careful eye too, because I barely notice it. Just bounce off the comet there. Thinking, hey, let's grapple onto that little one right here. This should be fun, and I can kind of just swing around here, but wait for the meteor shower to be over. Bye, Enforcer. See that thing just roll off the edge there. Kind of juking that thing off in the distance there slowly. They've been chasing me around. The Seekers want to kill the white pets, that's why they're chasing me around. But they're kind of OP to kill, especially with a spider, so I kind of just ignore them and try to stay away from them. So it's taking all day to kill those things. Oh, gotta love this mic. Turn it off. But yeah, did you guys see it right there? That's where I needed the noise for. Just slowly, casually floating around and like, wait, whoa! Full meteor tech base. Almost landed right on top of that thing. That would have ruined my day. So be very careful, guys. Since there's no gravities, tech turrets just send soakers flying on this map. So people like to build on these random asteroids. And as you saw right there, if you're not paying attention, you can easily just land on any one of these random asteroids and land on somebody's giant tech base or defended tech TP. I'm not sure if that was a base or a TP. I didn't take a good look. I just figured, now let's just get the hell out of here. Meteor storm's over. It's time to go. So, heading towards the mission there, now that we saved ourselves from getting just annihilated by that base. And as you can see, the spiders just love on this map, because you could just slowly float everywhere. Just be careful not to zoom yourself right into somebody's tech base on any of these random meteors. If you don't know, like if it's the first time going to a map, I just recommend taking it slow as you float over to the mission you're going to. That way you don't hit a base. And once you've been on the map a couple times and made the trip a couple times, you're obviously safer because you know you haven't seen one yet, so unless one just gets built, you'll be okay. Alright, we have arrived at our mission zone. Our cryo timer is done. I can't remember. Do I build a bed at this point? I think I do. So, we got that little rock there with a jump pad. I like to build a bed there so I can respawn in case dumb things happen, and also for some storage boxes, because you get a lot of saddles doing this, and the junk saddles that you're not sure if you want to take back or not, you can put in the storage box and come back for later. And get away from me, Enforcers. Roll off the edge. Alright, and as you can see, that little poof thing right there, that like sends you flying on foot far enough to get back to the mission zone. So that's like why I like to put it here. The wild dinos can't really get to you, and then you can use that little poof to get you all the way back to the mission zone if you die on foot. And that pink wall, you can't build right next to mission zones, so that's what that pink wall is. If you try to build any further forward, it won't actually let you build. So that's why I'm way over here instead of on the mission zone itself. And just anytime you're on a server farming, doing missions, if it's not your home server, like, be smart, put a bed down. Because, yeah, if you try to get back here naked with no food, no armor, no water, you're not going to make it back to your tames and stuff. So, at least with a bed right in the area, you can spawn over here and get back to your tame before you freeze or burn to death from the heat if you're lucky. And like you see, nothing special here, just 2 foundations so it doesn't auto despawn in 12 hours, because nothing's connected to it. I use 2 so that way I can put the box on one side and I can put storage boxes on the other side. And then hopefully too, I don't lock the storage boxes in a box because yeah, hopefully people realize it's just a bed spawn in the 1x1, so they just want the storage so they can have the loot and hopefully not blow up my beds. But you still have those random trolls that gotta blow the door just to see what's inside and get the beds too occasionally. But it is what it is. It's Ark. Trolls be trolling. And once again, as always, we name the beds 1 and 2 so we can actually use them both. Because if you stack beds and you spawn on the one on top, you won't be able to get to the bottom one without a name to search. So always name your beds. And like I said, storage boxes for the extra heavy crap that if you're going to be over here doing these missions is going to pile up and weight you down. And yeah, who cares about 3 wood storage boxes? It's like 2 minutes of farming. Alright, well, now we jump back on a Bloodstalker and actually get started with this loot. Loot get, I should say. And as you'll notice, bottom right hand corner of the screen, you get the cold, the hot symbol. That little yellow symbol that just popped up, that's my light pet. He's set to detect wild tame high levels, so if you didn't know, light pets could be set that way. And what it's telling me is there's a level 150 or higher dino in the area. I just either got out of range of it or it died, because the symbol's not there no more. The same thing will happen the way I have it set, so it detects enemy players. If an enemy player, oh, there's the symbol again. If an enemy player is in the area, it'll have that same symbol, but the light will be red instead of yellow, and it'll let you know there's an enemy player in the area. Right now, it's just telling me there's high-level wild tames in the area, in case taming's your thing. I usually turn it off on Gen though, because there's like a lot of high-level wild tames, and if it's not something you care about at the moment, it just distracts you for when the red one pops up. Alright, so we're here, we got our gig out, we got our light pet on our shoulder, we don't need the spider anymore, we balling that thing up. And this little terminal is how you start the mission. We got our nice Giga here. Move him a little bit closer. Just making sure he's all passive here so he doesn't go running away if something bites me while I'm off of him. And then I believe we're going to disable harvesting here so I don't collect meat. And there's a lot of tech dinos, so you collect tons of scrap metal, electronics, oil. I don't need that, so I'm turning that off so I don't have to empty out my Giga every 5 minutes. Mute myself, take a drink of my coffee. This is the mission though, when I need electronics and oil and all that other good stuff. I do instead of doing the hard version, I do the medium version, and that gives me the extra time that I can sort through that and just put the electronics in my inventory and the dust in my inventory. And I don't know if I do it in this video, but a lot of times I do the hard mission, and if I'm not like hurting for electronics, just to keep it so I'm never hurting, you do the hard, and then when the mission's over, you turn it back on as you walk back to this thing to start the next mission, and you get a decent amount of electronics and some meat for your Giga and whatnot. So, pro tip, after you finish the mission, turn harvesting back on and collect the stuff on your walk back over. Alright, so, starting up the hard one here, as you see, like, you can do this solo with a good Giga and a good light pet. Not a problem. If you're having problems, just switch to a lower version. Like, the next version lower is, like, so much easier. You can do it with a good Giga and no light pet, or a bad Giga and a light pet. You get half the loot, so I prefer to do the hard version. It's fairly simple, as you'll see. So you just walk forward to these little markers that's going to tell you, wait the amount of time it tells you to wait until the next marker pops up, and just keep walking forward and munching. I recommend not running here, because long mission, you don't want to burn all your stamina running around, you got time. So just keep walking and munching. And pretty much at this point, it's kind of rinse and repeat until there's a couple little sticky points that I'll point out along the way, guys. But it's pretty much just munch and move to the next, munch and move to the next. And as you see, Reapers galore, a lot of nameless. So definitely want a light pet. If you don't have a light pet, it's I believe the way it works is a light pet is 70 to 80% more damage the Reapers take, and 70 to 80% less damage that they actually do to you. So without a light pet, you're going to be here all day munching on Reapers. Alright, this is the first sticky point you're going to come to. Here's this next one. You'll see I'll stop and munch all the stuff that's been chasing me. Usually I just run, or I just walk to the next one and munch everything once I stop. But this one can be, I found a sticking point when I was new to this. So, you start it like all the other ones, but some Quetzals are going to come down, and they have a serious knockback, and they can knock you back off the edge behind you here. So what you want to do is activate this as soon as you see the Quetzals, charge up to the mountain here. You can't have your whole face in there because of the mesh fighting, but try to get as close to the mountain as you can and get them to push you towards the mountain. Just anything but pushing you back off the edge. Munch all the Quetzals, and here I was on it long enough, but even if you're not on it long enough, you can just step back there once the Quetzals are dead and finish the couple seconds you got left on the timer. Don't get yourself pushed off the edge there, it's annoying. Alright, now we're back to rinse and repeat. We just walk forward munching until we get to the node, we stop once we get to the node, and then munch everything else while we're waiting on the timer. So we're not actually wasting time or stopping to munch every little thing along the way. It'll chase us if it really wants to eat us. As you see, tech dinos galore, so like if you're trying to do turret runs, like come over here, like do the medium version, so you're getting tons of points anyways, and free tech boots. It's just not as many points and not as good, but you come back with just piles of electronics, make all the turrets you want. Get a lot of oil too, but oil's heavier, so I don't usually bother. But yeah, if you need oil, easy way to get oil. And I also keep the dust. I mean, you get like, if you sit here over here for an hour and a half, you'll get 10 stacks of dust out the deal, so why not just keep the random dust too? That thing, the ball you see, yeah, right there, that is a little drone thing above me. You can see me look at it here. When you're safe, I usually just wait till the mission's done and over with, and that thing will still usually be following you around. Just bring a shotgun with you. 1 or 2 shots with a good shotgun will take that thing out. It doesn't really do a lot of damage, it's just a constant annoyance. So, it's good to have a shotgun in your inventory just for that thing right there, so you can shoot it and it just doesn't follow you around the whole time you're here shooting you constantly. And so, this is the next sticking point we're coming up to. You'll see this green gas goo crap up and to my left. I don't know what I'm doing here, honestly. Oh, I'm waiting for stamina because we're at the next sticking point and I want to have at least a little bit of stamina. So we're just waiting to get some stamina here. And finally, I'm annoyed with everything shooting me, so I'm like, let's just do it. Watch the gravity here. As you can see, I kind of fell, so I'm floating. You gotta back up so you don't just float forever forward. Alright, so that green goo will hurt you and your dino real quick. It'll basically insta-kill your light pet off your shoulder, and you'll die like a second or two later. Think of it kind of as lava. Don't want to get into that. And here again, when we activate this one, we're going to have Quetzals again. You see me just go floating forward there again. Be ready to push back on your joystick just to stop yourself from floating forward should that happen. Alright, so we got Quetzals, we walk up, we activate it, now the Quetzals are coming, we walk back to get away from that, the gas. If the Quetzals knock you into the gas, GG. So, just back up, like I said before, you can go back and activate the thing after you're safe and after you munch these Quetzals. Just activate it, get the Quetzals to come after you, and then just back up to safety, so if they do push you, they're not pushing you into the green stuff. And boom. Like I said, we come back, we finish off the couple seconds that it wants, and we're safe from Quetzals pushing us in. See that Quetzal up there? He's going to chase us after the next one, but I usually just let him chase me to the next one. It's not that fast, so once you get to the next one, you're usually fair enough, and he's trying to push you away from the goo instead of into it. But do be careful here. I have gotten pushed in here by Reapers and other things before. When I was collecting electronics, I stop here, I'm emptying out, and I slowly get pushed into the green gas, not paying attention. So just be aware if you're like dropping your weight right now. Make sure you don't like get pushed into that gas. Bob move. We're pro bobs, not semi-bobs. Alright, those are the 2 main sticking points right there, or the 3 main 2, I don't know, however many I said as we were going there. Now it's pretty much just a cakewalk the rest of the way. We go in here, we don't wait. I'm pretty sure we just missed that one, just charging. sending it deep. And then we've done this, or I've done this enough times that I realize right about here, like, wait, there's supposed to be a dot, or one of those things you gotta wait on, and I passed it, and it's not there. So, this is why we are pro Bobs and not pros. We realized that we didn't wait long enough on that one, so don't do this. But as you can see, I make some mistakes in this video. This is one of the main reasons I didn't like re-record it. I keep the mistakes so you can see, like, I make mistakes too. Everybody make mistakes. Like, just most of the videos you see, they run it 5 times to get the perfect video first. You can make some mistakes as a Bob and still do this. Like, you don't have to be perfect. See, I wasted like a minute of my timer, but I still got 4 minutes left at this point. Plenty of time. Just don't freak out. Don't rush. Just do you. Slow pace. If you miss 1 or 2 of these missions and don't make it, it's not the end of the world. You're gonna miss a lot more if like you start freaking out because of your time and you do dumb stuff. It's just gonna make you lose more time. So just stay calm, slowly munch and move forward. And boom, we're in the back of the cave. You can tame light pets in here if you need the feather lights. This is where I tame some lower level feather lights and colors during events. Easy place to tame them once you munch everything else in here. Alright, we just activated the last node. The whole point of the mission is to come in here and munch this injured Reaper and get some pheromone or something. So, we're gonna munch these little Reapers out of our way, and then we're gonna go get the big Reaper. And as you can see, if you look at my Giga's health, like I've taken almost no damage on the hardest mode. Like, you're not gonna take a damage, you're just gonna take a little bit of damage each time. You do 10 or 15 of these things, it'll add up to some damage, but you don't have to worry about damage. It's mostly about time. Just slow, steady. Well, Mike Auto turned itself off again. But now we're back, and yeah, we just finished killing that Reaper. That was the point of this whole trip, was to find and kill that thing. It's always in the same place though, dots are always in the same place. Once you run it a couple times, and just know to watch out for those Quetzal choke points where it can push you into the gas or push you off the edge. You're pretty easy mission here. So, we'll munch everything else first. Don't be dumb and just jump off right away and grab that thing. Kill all this other crap that's around. As you see, I'm looking around, just making sure everything else is dead, and I'm not just going to get ambushed as soon as I jump off my Giga. No gravity, so when you get hit by something, you can go flying, and yeah, chaos can ensue and waste a bunch of time. So, better just to make sure you're clear first. Waste 10 seconds getting clear, and see, I rush right there and double tap triangle, thinking triangle to pick it up, and I throw my light pet. So, like I said, don't rush it. I'm a little panicky here because it's 2 minutes. Like, alright, like, if you don't leave within a minute and a half left, you're not going to make it out. So I kind of rushed it there and made a Bob move and made it take longer. So these ones on the way out, you just have to walk through them. You don't have to wait at all. So at this point, if you got stamina, charge out of this cave. You want to leave yourself a little bit of stamina, because right here, you're good. But if you see, there's a part up here, like, if you keep just going forward at a nice slow pace, most of these dinos don't aggro on you in time to actually do anything. You see me clip the green goo right here, ouch, or the green gas, and then, so we just keep walking here, good, I'm building up my stamina just walking, because I know right about here I'm going to need the speed burst to get around this stuff so it doesn't block me in. So boom, I hit the gas, oh, and that thing almost gets me, but I get around the corner, and speed boost, I believe, right here to get through these little Reapers and hit the finish line before any of that crap can get on me. And then boom, it all disappears when I hit the finish line, and boom, all the loot pops into my inventory. Ta-da, that is it. I just got 32,000 Genesis points and a bunch of loot. Does it show when I bring it up here? Oh, we're turning harvesting back on here. Like I said, we did the mission, and now we're going to walk back to do another mission, but we turn harvesting on before we do. That way we can collect all the goodies on our way back, because why not? So munch. Give me some tag, give me some meat for the Giga. That stupid drone is just following me around the whole time. So I said, bring a shotgun. Once that thing annoys you enough, you're going to want a shotgun just so you can shoot it. And give me all of your goody electronics and dust. Like I said, as you can see, I'm getting a ton of scrap metal too, but who needs, then we got ab. Go farm ab for some metal, throw that crap on the ground. The oil is iffy. If you need oil, like, you can add it up occasionally. Like, if I'm hurting on oil, I'll just slowly add up stacks of oil and then upload those into the transmitter as I'm doing this. Good way to pile up a little bit of oil if you're really hurting for oil. Rexes, Quetzals give you the most electronics and dust, so obviously I just went around the corner there so I could munch on that Rex, get stuck a little bit here. And then you, as you saw when I turned around from the end point there, I just turned around and headed towards the green smoke again, and then after the green smoke I just followed these meteor strike holes. And that brings like a little path right back. So just go to the green until you can see the meteor holes, and then follow these meteor holes right here, and that takes you straight back to where this mission starts again if you want to rerun it for more free stuff and tech boots and dust and electronics. I'm pretty sure I'm going to show us the loot at the end here, so we'll wait a second. Munch, 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 get you them free goodies. Telling you, if you run this mission too, you're never going to have to go farm silica pearls or anything else again for electronics. You just get all the free electronics you want. And there's the start of the mission where we began this whole adventure. Munch, 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 get the stupid stickers from trying to eat my light pet. And then this is the loot. I had a set of fur and a set of ghillie and the set of armor I'm wearing, so if it's hot and cold I can switch to the fur and ghillie. I was wearing super OP flak though, so didn't have to change really. And I had the spider, as you see, 3 sets of tech boots right there for one mission. This is all just from that one mission besides the fur and ghillie and the spider I had on me. You get some random leather, got some has there. Ascended Megalania saddle. Like, you get a bunch of random saddles, sniper, donkey. You get a lot of random stuff. Equus saddle. Manta, I think a roll rat. Ravager. Like, I get Stego saddles here. You get turtle saddles. You get all kinds of random saddles. A lot of Pararacer saddles. I probably have 150 Pararacer saddles from doing this mission. I didn't seem to get any that time, but you get a lot. You get all these random chilies. I honestly just let these things stack up on me when I come over here to do missions, and then just bring them all back at the end with me, and keep them later for kibble and whatnot. As you see down there in the corner, shadow snakes are amazing for sniping. I just pile those up in the fridge back at base, and when we need to snipe some raiders, we go and snipe some raiders with them shadow stakes. Those shadow stakes basically, like, make your stability on your sniper rifle standing up is almost the same as laying down. I guess they're very nice. So now we don't need the spider anymore, so we go ahead and upload that because the timer is over with. And then yeah, I just upload this stuff as I don't need it once the timer's done. Right now I think I would normally just run another mission. Oh, and to show you, just on that walk back, we got, what is that, almost 4 stacks of electronics, we got some dust, we got almost 4 stacks of oil, a bunch of metal, if you really want scrap metal. But that was just that little walk back, so that shows you how quickly you can accumulate that while you're doing this mission. Plus we got 32,000 points, as you can see up in the top there, from just doing this one mission. I'm gonna upload my tech boots, that way if I get jumped doing the next one, they're not gonna get my goodies because I've already got it uploaded. And then we upload these heavy saddles. And boop, doop, doop, more saddles, more saddles. Just throw that sniper out because, yeah, it's not a good sniper. Don't need none of that leather, we'll just throw that out. Why not? And I just upload all the saddles, and as I run out of room, I throw the worst stuff on the ground. But why not? Since we're just here for a second, let's upload all this stuff. Why do I need to send a Megalania saddles? But, why not? Unless it's real garbage, like, who needs a green pump shotgun? We'll just throw that on the ground. Alright, that's pretty much all the goodies. Throw that torch in the inventory if we go back to the bog biodome for some reason. They're great to whack the little, I don't even know, the swarms, whatever they're swarms of. And then as you can see, you go into the sun, it's hot as hell, you throw the ghillie on. Not the best ghillie here, so it keeps me, like, you're still dying, but you're not dying quite as quickly. Like, you'll see I'm still dying, but it's not quite as quickly. Honestly, I don't know though. This is a bad example because it's really OP flak. Like I think my flak is actually working better than the ghillie here. Change your bag and it's like, yeah, so. It's bad ghillie and good flak. Gotta love it. As you can see, I'm just checking here. Like, there's Niggin. There's ghillie. You can see it slows it down. There's a little better example right there. And then you don't waste as many med brews. So even if you don't have OP ghillie enough to keep you like actual good temperature, it just helped like so you don't have to eat as many med brews. The better your ghillie, even if it's not showing that you're just hot, it's showing you burning. You still use less. You burn through less health, I should say, as long as you have some kind of ghillie. Some's better than none is basically the point I'm trying to make there. And as you can see, I tried this Daeodon. It didn't really work on the Lunar Biodome, but as you saw, I have extra food, water, and med brews in my upload, because you'll need them to keep yourself alive here, and then if they're in your upload, you can actually pull them back out if you don't use them. But if you bring them on your body, then you can't transfer them back out with you. So I usually just bring a stack over here with me and keep a little extra in the upload. If I get a good run and I stay over here for a while and actually burn through any of my stacks of food, med brew, and water. Now this is the gen store. We got 32,000 points. And as you can see here, boom, a slot cap of flint, 9,000 points. So you could come over here and, what is it, 27,000 flint? And come over here, one mission, get you 3 stacks, or 3 slot caps of flint. Right there, same thing with stone. 21,000 for a slot cap of, what is that? Might be a slot cap of hide there, maybe less than a slot. No, it looks like a slot cap of hide for 32,000, 27,000 hide for 32,000. Run one mission, boom, 32,000 hide if you're trying to make a saddle. Wood's pretty good, 13,000 for a slot cap of wood, 27,000 wood for. You can get what, 3 of those, so 900 stacks of wood for one Genesis mission. Like if it's Bob stuff, look, Fiverr, boom, it's just all the Bob stuff. You trying to do some babies? Get a slot cap of Tinto berries here real quick for 5,000. So what is that? 2, 4, 6? 6 slot caps of berries for doing one of those missions. Like, and how long did that take me? Plus, I got free tech boots out the deal, and I'm getting electron. Like, how OP is this? Like, if you guys got gen slot cap of meat, you don't want to go out and do meat runs, just come over here and do a couple missions, get free tech boots, get free electronics, and then just come over here and bring slot caps of meat back. Get her done. Pro Bobs, that's how you do it.